Today we're doing a video tutorial for Adobe Sketch, and what I will be addressing in the video today is how to show, hide, and move layers within a drawing. So right now I have a blank canvas, and over on the side menu on the right hand side is my layers menu. So you can see that I've already got several layers made. However, the canvas is blank. So right now I only have my bottom layer, my background layer showing. So when I tap on that, there's some options that show up here. I can transform it, I can delete it, I can change the opacity, do some different things with that. So what I'm going to do is show you by tapping on each layer the process of building up the drawing that I have. So I started with my first layer and did my background wash, just adding a little bit of value there. The next layer, when I click on that to show it, I'm touching the little eyeball up in the top right hand corner, and that is either to show or hide the layer. You can also, within each layer, drag the opacity up or down to change the transparency there, and that's another way of showing or hiding part of your layer. I then did some more value and added some lines for detail. The next layer I added was a color layer, and I like to add each new section of the drawing on a new layer, and that allows you a little bit of freedom and the ability to make adjustments on one section of the drawing at a time without interfering with the base or what has previously been done in the drawing. So that's one of the features that is handy with digital drawing, is that you can have those layers and edit them separately. This layer has a lot of detail in it, a lot of the line work. I probably, if I were doing this drawing again, would create this section in multiple layers as well, so that I had a little bit more options as far as adjustment with the different parts. And then the final layer, when I tap to show it, is my highlights or my white, and adds the final detail. So now my finished drawing has multiple layers. I have them all on the sidebar here. I can either show or hide them by tapping on the eyeball in the top right hand corner or adjusting the opacity. Another thing that is an option is once you have your layers there, you can move them from side to side or up and down within the drawing. So by clicking and holding the layer, I can then move it either in front or below other layers. So you can see as I move the screen, I can show some of that detail or hide it. So pressing and holding will then make it so I can move it. Okay, another thing to note is to add a new layer, you press the plus sign at the top of the layers menu. You can add either an image layer or a sketch layer. And once you have those layers in there, they will go right above whichever layer you had previously selected. So if I have this one in the wrong spot, I can always move it to the top and have it be my top layer. If I decide I do not want that layer, I can just click on that and click delete, or you can select the layer and merge it down with the bottom layer, and then they will just combine together into one layer. So that's a little bit about how to navigate the layers menu. You can show and hide your layers, you can change the opacity, you can move them to different spots within the drawing, and really the layers menu is just a nice feature that allows you to have a little bit more control over the steps in the process in your drawing.